Right, well, hopefully the microphone's working. Yeah, that's working. Right, I will be right back, and we will get this all started up. Alright, and we are back and ready to roll. Right, let's put that on mute, just making sure the microphone's still working again. Right. I do believe that we were in the middle of case 2 last time. We ended day 1. We found out that I think her name was April May, was tapping up the office of Maya Fey and has well, we're angling that she's been framing Maya. We will see how it goes with her mysteriously missing man that was in the room and hasn't got an alibi for the time of the murder like April May does with her bellboy delivering her stuff and directly the time of the murder or something. Right, yeah, let's get on with it. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters, Day 2, Investigation 1, or Investigation, yeah. Okay, load the save, and here we go. September 7th, 3:11 PM. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Here we go. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking liar! I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Alright, let's have a look at the security guard again. Right, he hasn't moved an inch real for this guy, who just doesn't want to get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. I mean, if she was around, I probably wouldn't move much too, just because she's a fucking scary one. Smile for the camera. Okay, so that's basically it. Right. Talk. Okay, that man. About the man who stayed at you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose! Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. A wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Maya's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May? Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep! This woman is impossible to talk to. Yeah, she certainly seems like it. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Right, I should probably start presenting her stuff, right? Right, let's see what she says to the attorney's badge. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Is she gonna do that for everything? Okay. I think she's gonna do that for everything. Okay, we'll move along. Ba ba da bam bam. Okay. Is there anything I can? Okay, so I probably need to go to the hotel room and sort that out. Right. September 7th, Gate of Water Hotel, room 303. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Oh, rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be a great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you're on a guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Okay, let's look in here again, I guess. Oh, there's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's said to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Nice weather again today. I can see the Faincoal office, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. There we go. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor, I'd call it. The last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Okay. Still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall, right? Okay, so he's just gonna say the same thing as last time. Excuse me while I yawn. Ugh. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Okay, we'll talk, Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not the boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who's with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your teeth, that. Bum. Right, so I can't, show a profile. I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. Okay, so I'm gonna take it. I have to go and get a picture from elsewhere. Okay, we'll go to the offices, then we'll head off to that other lawyer. Alright, September 7th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left, so suppose it can't hurt to take a look around. I missed out whatever you said there. Right, whatever. Don't think it was too important, right? Maya's favourite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Maya's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Maya. I'm pretty sure he said that the last time, too. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Maya cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Let's have a look at the Gatewater. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Bum bum bum. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. I don't think you are, Phoenix. I think you're kinda on the right track, buddy. You're really maybe you should consider going down that line. Possibly, maybe a little bit, just a tad, you know. Alright, I guess we'll go to Grossberg now. Alright, September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Huh? Looks like Grossberg is out today, again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Right, okay, so this is the picture of that guy, right? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Okay, let's have a look at Exhibit A. Oh, this is going to be Maya's mother, isn't it? I realise I played the game before, but that is, like, I don't remember the story, so that is me guessing, for what it's worth. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo, and it may be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Right. And a photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Okay. I think I'll swap them. Okay. So this is going to be the picture I show the bellboy, I guess. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Pretty sure I said that the last time, too. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. This is going to be just about the cigarette lighter, right? A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably one of the most expensive ones available. And the missing picture. Wait a second! Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? I think the outline, that... It's... Yeah, I think so. Phoenix. Yeah, it was a painting of... Was it a painting of Marvin Grossberg? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. I think, or maybe it was... Wait. Was it a fisherman? It might... Whatever. Right. Okay, so we have the picture. Right. So now we will go back to the hotel and present the picture of the man to Bellboy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Yeah, sure. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Right. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Okay, so... Right, okay, nobody's at the law offices. So back to the detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that twitch. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where did you... Ha-ha! Reaction! This is him, isn't... Oh, wait. This is him, isn't it? Getting my voice mixed up. What? Who? When? Why? It is him! This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof? Yeah, show me proof. I'm so close, right? Okay. Could you have a look at this? And what's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. It was most definitely this guy. Oh, here we go again. Here comes the twitch. Now I'm getting somewhere. Alright, let's push her hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been a witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Wright? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Wright. At last! Finally, a lead on this guy! Faber May couldn't have done it. That leaves him! Time to take action! Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Right, okay. Okay, so we can go to Blue Corp. I want to go back to Grossberg and get that other picture at some point. I don't want to actually doing that. We'll do the rounds before we get over to Blue Corp, just in case anything else pops up that we could do. The bellboy seems to be out. Huh? The sound of water coming from the shower. La da dee, money making. I got the money making blues. Someone seems to be enjoying watching the showers. Is that it? Okay. Right, we'll go back to Grossberg. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? Him! That old familiar clearing in the throat. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! It was there? It reminded me of myself when I was a youth. Something got passed down through my maybe. It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd rather you gave maybe some information, right? Okay, let's talk. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just my sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. You're not worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Ah, yes, well... I got rid of it. I got quite tired of the thing, really. Sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business! Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. Hello, Tiakshi. Welcome to the show, by the way. Welcome to the glories of Phoenix Wright. I want to returning once more. Alright. Alright, let's present the picture for Red White. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? Give it back at once! I'm sorry to have taken it without your knowledge, but I have to know, who is this man? He was most likely in April Mate's room the night of the murder. What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? What has him so flustered, I wonder? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. He's fallen silent as a stone, or rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. Okay. I think that other photo's gone. Right, well, that's a shame. Right, I think there's nothing to talk about more on Grossberg, so we'll go to Red White. Over at Blue Corp. Ah, yes, okay, there's that picture. Right, September 7th, Blue Corp, Inc. CEO's office. Excuse me, Tiakshi, that's rude. Stop it. No, don't say that, no. I can't even repeat what you said. Alright, what's it with the surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name, what's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Well, right, I see it. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary? What is this guy's problem? I am Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the mortally challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to me like this, meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Okay. Let's examine first. Okay, we'll have a look at the painting. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals! That right there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does it sneak around at your nut inspire you? Yeah, well, there we go. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up, Best Participation. Judge's Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. The words Judges and Special kind of stand out. statue of man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out, though. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious for you to appreciate, correct? Beautatious? What the fuck kind of word is beautatious? Beautatious, yeah. I think it's a little too beautatious for just about anyone to appreciate. Alright, I'm gonna guess that's pretty much it. Let's look out the window. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. Oh, what has she done? What she has done? The wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. Yes, actually, I did basically read it as booty. It's just. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. So, information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Well, fucking blow me fucking down. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. Say, when did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before, yesterday. In fact, why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Groidyburger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit go now. Skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Alright, would you be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in language you are sure to understand. Shut up and get out! I have nothing more to say. Alright, we'll go back and go round, do the houses again. Go around the houses again, see what we can find. And I guess head to... right. Apparently Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Alright. Move back to Gatewater. Okay, still nothing here, so just Grossberg it is then. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you? Oh, what's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Right, today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Right, so what, are we going through all this again? Yeah, okay, so it's just the same as we had before. Right. Okay, yeah, it's just the same as before, still... Right, okay, here we go. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy! You see, it's just... Right, we'll go with the big painting, I think. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Miss Wright's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. It's not something I can claim to understand, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What, my boy? You said that painting to him? As a sign of undying love? My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could... That's because I'm not, we're not... Don't be ridiculous! Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it! They are lovers! No, we're not lovers! Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. And Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of the mayor because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. Arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone and gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. You see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Right, excuse me. It seems my clearing of my throat has ended up blocking my nose, so that's nice. That's what I get for trying to get so into the role of Phoenix. Too deep. Too deep for moi. Right, what is the DL6 incident? The L6 is not anymore in the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a quest from a medium, a spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed, she was Maya's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the request of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL7's or the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told Wright? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, Wright heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls it off the country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Maya's office. Maya's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. Right. I think we'll just go straight back to the office. Right, Fanco. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossbeck said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Right, well I'm gonna guess it's just basically gonna be in the court records that Phoenix was mentioned he thought were missing, so... All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Okay, we'll look through this. Alright, let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Phoenix, you fucking twat. What the hell was that? A, B, F! Misty Faye, that's Maya and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, the lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortunes on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Maya knew Grossberg. Okay. I guess let's go to... yeah, let's just go through everything, sure. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim it. Time. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here. At the end, in S. Suicide? Ew. Choose a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing in most of these in pencil. White. This is Maya's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Maya thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Alright, newspaper clipping added to the record. Article about a policeman or a politician's suicide. The word white is written in the top in pencil. Okay, hold on. Can we view it yet? No. Shame. Would have been nice to read it. Okay. Now let's look through T to Z and see what we can find. T-U! I know! W! White! The entire W section is missing! Was it taken? Of course it was, Phoenix, for fuck's sake. Alright, let's go back to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me! If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. I think we're passing it. Right, okay, I've got this guy. This one, quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. Okay. I need some evidence. What's wrong? Why yes, there's my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Okay. Pro, blah blah blah. Stop that. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. Right, yeah. Just making sure nothing interesting pops up. Right, okay, I guess we'll present him this. This is the only clue that Maya left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. This concerns me how? I found this article at Maya's office. Miss Maya? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labelled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Maya investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, 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 I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Maya. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. Let's go to your right. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Maya was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Maya was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, not you. What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Maya Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed and could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer. Man! What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you were in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Maya. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Maya's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you looks incompetent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Maya Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Right, September 8th, 3:37 p.m., Detention Center, Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. Boy's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Mayor! Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes, it's all thanks to you. Ha! Now I'm afraid we switch places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Mayor. I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... yeah, sure, why not? Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright! Huh? Leave it to me! I am Maya's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait! What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing! I've got to give that man a piece of my mind! Just a piece? Okay. Then, come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Good shit, then it's trial time. Right, times may change, but crime is the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Oh, excuse me, Jesus Christ. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Okay, well, let's see if we end up putting Phoenix in court. Well, he is going to court. I mean, if we end up putting Phoenix in jail. And thus ending the series and completely ruining any hope of, well, all the other games is going to, create that massive fucking paradox. Okay, right. Yeah, save progress. Okay. Why have I gotten so tired so quickly? I forgot how long this second case was too. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack this testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? Guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Alright, September 9th at 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness on the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call this witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edward why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Alright, raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I am ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said! Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Do you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Right. I think it's about getting time to start pressing on nearly everything. Right. Do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for the secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought his coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem, this is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? My window, you mean the one directly across from Fangco offices? Correct! That is the only window you see! And there you were, reading papers? Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel. I am a busy man who had business to do. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Right. Surprised to turn to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Right, it was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man, blah blah blah. Spiky-haired? He didn't say that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think what this is trying to say is eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway? What did you do then? Right. Okay, I don't think we'll need to press that one. Okay. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you should change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Right, okay, impaction? Don't you just mean impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did others prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. Okay. Right. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many So Phoenix, wasn't something about that strike you was a little odd? Okay. Right, hold on, right, so... Okay, so this is the one that's a little odd. Okay, so... Aha! Okay, so April May said that she dodged to the right. Red White says that she dodged to the left. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Percent. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. Killer was here, and the victim was here. The victim ran to the left, as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? I love that face. That is a beautiful face. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. But yeah, no shit, he witnessed the killing, for fuck's sake. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Yeah, well, they're both right. But witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Or, rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Very annoying that Edgeworth is so dense. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fainco, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Take that! This is where he was! Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. I like that I have to actually spell this out for everyone, just to... you know, get these thing. I mean, I guess with the storyline going that Red White has them all blackmailed and that, I suppose now you have to really point it out to them so that they can't like fight back about it and like, you know, ignore it via the, you know, due to being bribed and blackmailed and shit. But you know, at the same time, like, you know, it's a bit much. Right, please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provided with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I'm pretty sure she was only hit once right in the autopsy. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Excuse me. Alright, this message was correct, as was mine. Yeah, a blow, not twice. So I'll risk it and present this now. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? This is the thing as well, like after all those years of blackmailing, you think that he would have taken up the autopsy report, but maybe this actual direct killing makes a difference. I don't know, we'll find out. That is my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Yeah, okay. At least now we've got the crowd behind him. Right, very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White. Oh, okay. Oh, he's getting a bit sassy now. Oh, well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Meyer run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor. My stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Oh god, it's so nice I've turned him into a child. Alright, let's get pressed on the other window. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the sea. Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Right, let's have a look at the court record. Hold on. Maybe he shouldn't know that there was a glass light stand there if, because it fell, like, so deep inside the thing that you couldn't see it. Maybe that's it. I'll say nope and see what she says. Huh? No, not really. Please Right, hold on. Let's press that again. Oh, she might have given me a hint. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony and reflect that. Okay, right, so now I present the picture, okay. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Present. Okay. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans at the scene of the murder. Yes. Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the law office, this is the area you will be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? You lost his teeth. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been when the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Okay, I can't do this massive ga now. I'm really ruining my throat, clearly. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. I miss Maya. Looks like we're ready to get our verdict. That's fair enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. But what does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the law office, and by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass light stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been into that office well before the murder took place. When he went to the place to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed from the basis of conjecture that it is... Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand the night before the you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to testify to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Right. I have a theory. Right, beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered it right. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all! Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff out him out or something. Well, I get the feeling this receipt's gonna come into play now. And he got it like the day before or something. Or she got it the day before. I need to find out the date. Right, hold on. Let me go through and read it again. Right, hold on. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Okay. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fane-Cole offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fane-Cole offices. Right. Why did you tap Maya's phone? This has no bearing in the current case, Your Honor. The Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Maya? Never give up, Phoenix. Maya? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix! There's no way to... That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Maya? That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Maya. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item? Glass light stand. Date of purchase? September 4th. Dun, dun, dun! Yeah, here we are. See? Told you. Right. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, and now you just have to prove it. Right. Okay, receipt updated. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. It's the defendant. Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine then. Let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that was required now is to be the passenger and the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Yes, TXG, Maya has massive big balls. Yes, massive chesticles, yes. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Right. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I didn't write, yeah, okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's this one. Present. Bam. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wow, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand on the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fake Coal offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Oh, here he goes. I'm not even going to fucking try and mimic that. Well, Mr. White, you can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... God, I swear if Edgeworth does an objection right now. Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Yeah. What? No way can he worm his way into this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I have to object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it will be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to go up or just make up something. And after Maya showed up to help me and all. Oh, for God's sake. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Ah! The witness will stay. Maya. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Maya, what's this? Right, memo received from Maya. Right. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. White. Mr. White? Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Okay. Take that! The memo Maya had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in the finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Maya with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Ah, that was a nice little shot of Phoenix. Right, well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yep, spirited. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Right. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yay, he's still free. That is all. This court is adjourned. Alright, September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations! You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Hee, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 p.m. The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Maya! Alright, September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fae and Cola offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Maya? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Maya? Wahaha! You should see your face. Maya! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Looked like you were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Oh, Maya, why are you here? Because of this! See, Maya wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office, this office! Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty? Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business? You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name, Maya said. That's what your friend Larry calls you. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. Loftus. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aw, look at that. So sweet. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Aww. Cute. Adorable. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it! Huh? What? Burgers! Dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, the time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Okay, well that went on a lot longer than I thought it would for the rest of Case 2. Right, a brand new episode has been added. Okay, so we've got Turnabout Samurai, which I will do next time. I really thought that maybe it would have been about half an hour into of episode 2 left, not like another 1,500 years. But yeah. Plus, I really need to go get a drink and give my voice a break. Hopefully, episode 3 doesn't have any big throat clearing moments. But yeah, that is the end of Case 2 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's been fun again. I love this game. I love this series so much. I love Maya. It's great. Right, anyway, cheers for coming along. It's been fun. You know, feel free to catch up on the first part, which is still on my channel in my past broadcast, and I will be transferring it over to YouTube too. Especially if you wish to catch up before part 3, where we will hopefully get through all of case number 3. Although I guess things are going to be like taking a lot longer in the future now to get through, so you know, might need to break it up a bit more. But yeah, okay, cheers, right? It's been fun, right? I'll see you again soon. Hopefully you have the rest of a good evening. Right, good night. Yeah, there's always a short angry man, isn't there? Right, bye.